Today we're going to do a toolbox tour and review of a Matco Custom toolbox with a hutch and a side cabinet, and there's a bit of a story that goes along with it. I'm a little sad having to do this video because this box was owned by a friend, a very good man and customer, Marvin Snowden, who recently passed away. His wife had asked me to help her liquidate the items in the box and including the box itself. So I had to go through everything in here, inventory it all, and I posted it for sale on my website, coyletools.com. And all the money from the sales goes to his wife. So it's a sad time to be going through everything because every tool has a memory, and every thing that he bought for me has a story behind it. And going through it all, kind of relive all those memories, and you feel all those feelings again. So it's not the easiest thing to do, but I'm very honored to have been asked to help Mrs. Snowden through this time. And it's difficult when someone passes away. You try to do whatever you can to help, but unfortunately, a lot of times there's nothing any one of us really can do. But this is something very real and tangible that I can do to help her and her family. So thank you, Mrs. Snowden. I really do appreciate and honor the opportunity that you've given. So let's go through the box. We'll take a look to see how he has everything set up. It might give you some ideas for some tool storage that you're trying to figure out. And just know that every item here is up for sale. So if there's something that you like, just go to my website, coyletools.com, click on the Shop Now link, and I'll also put a link in the description below. But you can buy anything and everything that's in and including this box and his roll cart. One of the most important things to know about this setup is there's two different key styles. There's the Matco key and lock that it came with, and then Marvin had it rekeyed to accept snap-on keys as well. So he installed 3 additional snap-on locks so that he could use one key for the box and the same key for his roll-around. And what that means is if someone were to buy both the roll-around and the box, they're all set key-wise, but if they buy just one or the other, I'm gonna probably have to get the roll cart rekeyed because there's only one key, and you really can't have duplicates made of these things because Snap-on or any of the toolbox companies will sell you new locks and key sets. They won't sell you just the lock or just the key because they don't want you calling and getting keys and locks for other people's boxes. So what we'll probably wind up doing is getting the roll-around rekeyed. But let's take a look inside of this toolbox, see what his setup was like, and we'll go through it. So to open the hutch, we have to start with the Matco key. And this stuff is basically untouched. So some stuff was just placed in here just to get it out of the way while we were working on getting things organized and liquidated. And some of the stuff is the way he left it because it's how he works. And you can see in the hutch, many people's hutches are used as this basic overall kind of catch-all storage. He did mount some lights and some chargers there. Had some utility items up against the back wall. And a lot of miscellaneous items in here as well. A lot of guys buy Hutches because they want a place just to put things and then close that lid and put it away for the night without having to worry about being too organized. And Marvin subscribed to that school of thought. So he would just put his stuff in here, close the lid at the end of the day, lock it, and he'd be ready to go the next day without having to mess around too much with reorganizing everything. Now let's look in the box. And there's two locks here because there's two banks of drawers and then just a one full width drawer here. First thing to note about this box is, like every good quality box in the market, these are full extension drawers, meaning the back of the drawer comes out to be flush with the front of the box. And this is a very good example, having tools in it right now, where I can show you why that's important. If this weren't a full extension drawer, you're going to lose about 3 or 4 inches. And what that does is, if we have to get at, say, these longer, thinner items in back here, it's very easy to do now because the drawer comes out all the way and we can just reach behind there and start grabbing stuff and pull it out. But if we lose that space, and this is not a full extension drawer, now it's very difficult, number one, to see back there, and we may not know what's even behind there, and to reach back there, now we got to reach blind, go in and pull it out, and there's cases in the way, we got to move them because we can't really see too well. We got to get down low and look in there. So full extension drawers is a feature you want to look for on any tool storage solution that you're buying. Every good box has them. Watch out for the ones that don't. So in this long top drawer, Marvin stores what most people store. They're quick go-to items. So you're going to see a lot of ratchets, extensions, sockets, and longer items like long pry bars. You got an umbrella in there. It's a fun memory. He made his own blowguns. So we could scare the pigeons in the shop that would roost over the buses he was working on. And that looks like it's one of them. Little homemade fitting down there. Got some cheater pipes in here. Some miscellaneous items. Some fittings. Looks like some conduit, but because he worked on transit buses, there's a lot of big stuff. So he has some 3/4 drive items here. 3/4 drive extension with a 1 5/16 inch 3/4 drive socket. Miscellaneous deep and shallow 6 and 12 point sockets on a twist lock socket tray. Miscellaneous items and some specialty tools like this battery tester. And these small ratcheting, what Matco calls their finger drivers. I've never seen a set of these before. But pretty handy, I guess. He had a lot of mixed brands. He was no particular fan of any brand. Marvin bought stuff from people he liked doing business with, who made it convenient and easy. So he's got a bunch of Snap-on stuff, a bunch of Matco stuff. And when I started servicing this account, he bought a lot of stuff from me. A lot of the Monster, Gear Wrench, and some other brands. When I was a Mac dealer, he bought some wrenches and some other Mac items from me too. In this drawer, he's got wrench sets, some ratcheting regular gear wrench sets, some Mac line wrenches, and a metric set of gear wrenches. Some more Mac wrenches here, some stubby gear wrench combination wrenches. And he bought this very popular set from me. This set here is the gearbox wrenches, and they have the same size on both ends, but one's a fixed spline drive end and one's a ratcheting flex head spline drive. And they have a whole set that runs 10 through 19 millimeter. And he also bought some jumbo sizes from me too, but those have since been sold. Mac stubby combination wrenches, Blue Point ratcheting stubby reversible combination wrenches, and some Matco combination wrenches with a ratcheting reversible end. An assortment of Matco screwdrivers, some miscellaneous snap-on, and some unbranded items as well, but there's Craftsman, some snap-on screwdrivers, miscellaneous scrapers and micro screwdriver set, some Allen keys, cutters and razor knives, and some long-handled Mac picks. Here's his jumbo wrenches. And again, mixed brands. He has Pittsburgh that he bought from Harbor Freight. Some unbranded adjustable wrenches. Humongous pair of Nipex Cobra pliers, co-branded for Matco. Rivet gun, temperature guns, strippers and cutters, a couple of butane torches, well, one butane torch and one cordless snap-on torch. Snap ring pliers, some tongue and groove pliers, Swedish pipe wrench pliers there, and a pair of safety wire pliers that you usually see in aviation. Vice grip, both Vice grip brand and the Pittsburgh brand from Harbor Freight. Some pinch-off pliers, long-handled needle nose pliers, and some side cutters, as well as this pair of hose clamp pliers from Channellock. I remember making them a heck of a deal on these Mac combination wrenches. There was, I think, a buy one get one deal going at the time. It was unpublicized, so I had these two sets, and he was interested in buying the one set. And then I was able to throw in the second set for free. I remember him being pretty happy about that. He had a nice smile on his face at that sale. Some jumbo snap-on combination wrenches go to 1 inch. An air engraving pen, some miscellaneous wrenches and bits. And mixed brands of combination wrenches. Pittsburgh, Craftsman. I think there's a gear wrench or two in there. Specialty tools are down here. He's got 1/4, 3/8, and 1/2 inch drive torque wrenches from Mac and Snap-on. The complete Torx and hex socket set from Matco. Six-piece snap ring plier set. Also from Matco. Got a bit set here, big old hacksaw. This is always one of my favorite kits that Mac has. I bought one myself when I was a dealer because it's just such a handy kit. Titanium coated drill bits with quick connect shanks and a miscellaneous bit set that's got Phillips, hex, slot, and Torx bits in them, and then a full selection of nut drivers, extension, countersink, and a quick connect. I love that set. I always wish somebody else would make one, but as far as I know, that's an exclusive that Mac has. He also bought this micro screwdriver set for me a while back. I don't think he's ever used it. They all look untouched. This little socket, this ratchet and bit driver set from Sonex is a really popular one. This one gets a lot of use. It's got a full assortment of specialty bits, along with the regular Torx, tamper-proof Torx, Phillips, slotted, and positive drive bits. Also some hex bits in there as well. And here he's got a bunch of air tools, a 1/2-inch drive Ingersoll, titanium. Chicago pneumatic 3/8 drive air ratchet. The Matco Silver Eagle angle die grinder. Matco cutoff tool. Craftsman 1/4-inch air ratchet. And a 3/8 and 1/2-inch stubby Matco impact. Bunch of impact sockets, some spline drive chrome sockets that he bought for me when I was dealing Mac. These are all mixed brand, Matco, mostly Matco and Mac in here, and a Craftsman set of chrome sockets. Some Cornwell hex drive sockets. Some miscellaneous stuff in here, but some hammers, a couple of pry bars, seal puller here. Some bit sets, some miscellaneous things, and a complete screw extractor set from Matco. I don't know who actually manufactures this kit, but everyone has got the same exact kit. I suspect it comes from Irwin, but I don't know that for sure. Some specialty tools, a soldering kit from Power Probe, and a meter here, and just some miscellaneous items. And down in the bottom drawer, he didn't have any tools. He just had a lot of solvents and spray cans, cleaners and stuff like that. Let's go in the side cabinet, and he has some cordless impact, and also I think some 1/4-inch driver. It's kind of dark in there, but he's got the 1/2-inch Mac impact, and that battery's still charged and good. That's their 20 volt. He's got the 20 volt DeWalt drill with a 1/2-inch chuck. Little 1/4-inch 12 volt DeWalt driver. And the 12 volt DeWalt 3/8 driver. Probably the impact there. It's got some lighting. There's a Mac floodlight back there, some chargers and extra batteries. He has a Streamlight Stinger. And this air hammered kit. It's a Matco branded kit, but that's the Ingersoll kit that I've got on my truck. That's a long barrel air hammer with the 5-bit assortment. And this cabinet's beautiful. It's got 2 drawers on roller bearing slides. So these drawers pull out. 1 drawer not on slides, and then it has, did I say drawers? These are shelves. I apologize. 2 shelves on roller bearing slides, 1 shelf that's fixed, and then 4 drawers below that. And these are just miscellaneous storage spaces. He didn't really have much in the way of tools in the cabinet. Some guys like to put their power tools and stuff here. Other guys like to store them in the hutch. If you didn't have a side cabinet, a hutch would be a great place to keep those power tools. You can stand them up and it doesn't take up too much space. And they're easy to get to, you don't have to go rummaging through your drawers to find them. I don't have the dimensions of this whole setup off the top of my head, but I did take measurements. I will put that in the description below, and I'm also going to tag the video with the dimensions. But the box is 55 wide. I think it's 69 tall. I forget how wide the cabinet is, and I think it's 25 deep, if I'm not mistaken. But I'll double check that and I'll put the correct specs on there for you. The drawers all have heavy duty slides. And I believe each one of these slides is rated for 100 pounds. And like every well-made box, underneath the long drawer are additional channels that provide strength and rigidity so that the bottom doesn't sag, because the long drawers are going to carry the bulk of the weight of any of the drawers in the toolbox. So that's all the ins and outs of this particular setup. The box, hutch, and side cabinet are in terrific shape. Marvin did a great job of keeping all his stuff in tip-top condition, including the tools that are inside of it. So thank you very much for watching, and thank you for your patronage. All the money from the sales goes directly to the Snowden family to help them out in their time of need. And thank you, Mrs. Snowden, for entrusting me to take care of this for you. It has been my honor. So please, if there's anything that you'd like to buy, kindly go to the website, coyletools.com, and click on the Shop Now link. Thank you very much. And to Marvin, I miss you, buddy.